Okay, we are live. We are going. All right, guys. It is August 18th, and I am super excited to be jumping on the call. I never really introduced myself, so I guess I will. I think most of you guys know who I am, but I'm Kelly Jimenez. I'm an 8-star diamond coach. I've been coaching for a little over 3 years, and absolutely obsessed with Beachbody, obsessed with this job, and super excited to, I love just mentoring you guys and helping talk to you guys about things that worked for me and things that helped me. And I just thank you guys for those of you that are on live and for those of you that are listening to the recording, because I know sometimes the time doesn't always work for everybody. So thank you guys for jumping on. I have so much exciting stuff to go over tonight and some points that I think are really going to help you guys stay focused in your business and just kind of see maybe some things that you're not doing that you could start doing in your business. Because what I realized when I first signed up is this business isn't hard. Like, the things that you have to do every day are not hard. The hard part is being consistent and doing it every day. The hard part is being dedicated to it every day and doing it every day without seeing huge results. For those of you that are just starting out, you're in your first year of coaching, you're not making millions of dollars right now. You know that every day is a grind and that every challenge pack sale is a huge deal. And every coach that you sign on your team is a huge deal. I remember my first year as a coach, I would sign some on my team and literally I got goosebumps. I would be jumping around the house. I got a new coach on my team. I'm so excited. Every single one of those little things that you do in your business are huge and something to be celebrated. And you worked so hard for those couple Success Club points, or you worked so hard to find that one coach on your team. And then you look at these huge goals that you have for yourself, or you look at people who have been super successful in their business. There's a little background noise. So if you guys are on your phone, make sure you mute your audio so we don't have any background noise. Anyway, but you're working so hard for these little successes, and then you're seeing, these smaller paychecks, and you hear about all these successful coaches, but when you are looking in the future, it feels so out of reach and so like you're grinding every day for these little successes, and it's hard to be dedicated. It's hard to be consistent without seeing those huge paychecks that are around the corner if you keep doing it. So, and I remember that first year, and I remember feeling somewhat frustrated, but at the same time, I saw the opportunity. And I saw the small growth in my business every month. And I started figuring it out, and I started following top coaches and just watching them and thinking to myself, okay, if it worked for them and they're telling me to do X, Y, Z, then it's going to work for me. And I just kept telling myself that. And I set these big goals, and I kind of just put my head down, put my blinders on, and I just kept going every single day. And that's the hardest part in this business, is to keep going when people doubt you, when you doubt yourself, when you feel like maybe this isn't for you, or you just think maybe I didn't get in at the right time, or maybe it's not good enough. And you start second guessing yourself in that first year. And whether you're hitting Success Club and you're training coaches, we all feel like that. I mean, I hit Diamond in my it took me 6 months to hit Diamond, which is pretty long. I mean, some people are hitting Diamond now in the first 3 weeks or month of their business. It took me 6 months to hit Diamond, and it was a struggle every single day. But I just kept going because I loved it so much. So anyway, I just want to break it down for you guys and talk to you a little bit about why this may not be working for you. And then give you guys 10 things that you can do to apply to your business that the most successful coaches are doing now. So what are we doing? What are the successful coaches in this business doing that other people aren't? Or what are we doing consistently that maybe you're not doing? So you can find like holes in your business that you can get a little bit better at. Or you can take an honest look at yourself and think, am I really giving it my all? Because I'll tell you guys, I went all in. I told my husband, I'm going to go all in for 6 months. Head down, busting my butt every single night. I had I had one son at that point. I was getting my MBA online, and every single day was getting up and doing my power hour and staying up late and watching training videos and posting on Facebook and doing all of these things because I told myself for 6 months I'm going all in. And then we'll reevaluate and see how things are going. So I'm encouraging you guys to just go all in, really take a hard look at yourself and say, like, am I really going for this? Or am I kind of doing this half-assed? Because honestly, guys, if you go half-assed in this business, that's the results you're going to get. And a lot of people do that. They go half-assed because they're nervous, because they wonder what people are going to think. Maybe you guys like doubt yourself and you don't want to go all in and then fail. That fear of failure holds us back so much. But honestly, you will not see good results until you decide 100%, this is for me. This is what I want. I'm going all in, and let's see what can happen. And these tips I'm going to give you are not something that you just do, and I will go over this. You can't just do this for a week and then say, oh, it's not working. No, you have to go all in for a long amount of time before you can decide if this is going to work for you or not. So I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to go over 3 things first. Oh, Andrea raised her hand. I don't know what that means. Did you have a question? I guess I should say, if you guys have questions or you want me to slow down or whatever, let me know. And there is a chat box on the bottom of Zoom. You guys can ask questions there. Or at the end, I will open it up for questions too. Okay, so 3 reasons why this may not be working for you. The first one, and I kind of touched on this already, is you're not being consistent. So are you doing the basic things every single day? And I'll go over what some of those basic things are. But are you being consistent? Honestly, like, are you posting on social media? Are you sharing your story? Are you posting Transformation Tuesdays and sharing before and after pictures of yourself? Are you sharing before and after pictures of your challengers? Are you running consistent challenge groups? Are you hitting Success Club consistently? Are you adding 2 coaches to your team every month? Are you doing those things consistently? Number 2, why this may not be working is that you're not taking yourself or your business seriously. And this one, I feel like so many coaches fall into this, where they treat this like a hobby. They don't treat it like a business. They don't take themselves seriously. So if you're not taking yourself seriously, nobody else is going to take you seriously either. Nobody else is going to trust you to help them with their health and fitness goals if you don't even trust yourself to do that. And you're not taking yourself seriously. I mean, really, you have to look at yourself and think, am I acting as if I'm a top coach? And this hit home with me when I first was a coach. Someone had said, fake it till you make it. And I'm sure you guys have all heard this. But are you responding to people like you are a top coach? When you are posting on social media, are you posting with confidence as if you're a top coach? I'm doing this amazing training right now. And the video for this week, he's talked a lot about pretending like you're your most famous actress or a famous rock star. And if you were them and you were posting on social media, how would you post differently? So think about a rock star. Like my favorite, it's like Carrie Underwood. So if you were following her on Instagram, would she be embarrassed to post things about her life? Would she be embarrassed to talk about her fitness journey? Would she be embarrassed to post pictures of herself or take selfies or share about her life? No, because everybody loves it and everybody loves her and wants to find out more about her. But you need to feel the same way about yourself, and you need to realize you have a story to tell and you have something to offer, and people want to follow you and they want to get that inside look at your business, at your life, at your fitness journey. But if you're too afraid to share it or you're not confident enough, it's totally going to come across. So what he suggested in this training was, for the next week, pretend like you're that famous person and post as if you're a famous person. And it might sound cheesy, but for me, that kind of flipped the switch when I heard it. I thought, that's exactly kind of like faking it till you make it and pretending like you're a top coach before you are one. And just the way you would post differently if you went through that mentality. So think about that this week when you're posting. are you posting as if you're a top coach, or are you posting as if you're that rock star, or, you know, that singer that you really like? And think about that, because that's how you'll know if you're really taking yourself seriously or taking this business seriously. You want to treat this like $1 million opportunity, because it is. It truly is. You have to make some sacrifices in the beginning. You have to stay focused. And you might have to give up some things in your life that, you know, aren't going to move your business forward. Maybe it's those shows you're watching on Netflix. Maybe it's that extra half hour of sleep in the morning or a half hour of sleep at night. You know, sacrificing those things now to build a business that's going to change your life in the future is so worth it. Those hours that I spent in the beginning of my business, I will never regret, because of how far it's taken me in this business and how much my business has grown because of that time I dedicated to really working my business and learning the business. We have a little Someone have their phone unmuted. You guys mute it. We have a little bit of background noise. Okay, hopefully we got it. And the third reason why this may not be working for you is you're working a ton, but you're not seeing results. How many of you guys feel like you're on Facebook all the time, but you're not ever seeing any results? Well, I will tell you, I've definitely gotten sucked into the trap of scanning through the news feed on Facebook and realizing 20 minutes of my life has just gone by and I haven't done one thing to move my business forward. Or maybe for me now, a lot of my friends are coaches. A lot of my team are my friends on Facebook. So I realized I was spending so much time reading their posts and liking their posts and commenting on their things, which is super sweet and nice of me to do. But at the same point, that's not building my business. That's not doing anything to move me forward. So you have to make sure you're not doing busy work. Another thing I used to do that took a lot of my time is I used to personally count all of the points for my challengers in my challenge group. And I would count points for every single day. I was spending hours every week counting my challengers' points. It's ridiculous. I mean, it was such a waste of my time. It was such busy work where I felt like I was doing something, but I was not moving my business forward by tracking the points of my challengers. There were so many other things I could have been doing. So think about the busy work that you're doing in this business and get rid of it. Make a to-do list, and when you're sitting down to work your business, whether it's a power hour to-do list or the to-do list that you want to get done for the day, make a to-do list and work from it so that you don't get distracted from social media. You don't get distracted from the news feed. If you have to, turn the notifications off your Facebook page so that you can stay focused on the things that you need to get done that are really going to move your business forward. So now that we kind of talked about the things that aren't working, why it may not be working for you, let's talk about 10 things that the most successful coaches do so that you can apply this to your business. And then I forgot to mention this in the beginning. At the end of this, I'm going to touch on the health bet. I'm sure you guys have seen me post about it in the Hard Hitters page and seen other coaches post about it. This thing is huge that Beachbody is doing. And if you guys aren't promoting health bet yet, you're missing the boat on something huge for your business. So I'm going to touch on that at the end. So if you guys can hang around, please do, because I think this could be huge for our business in the next couple weeks and especially in September. Okay, so back to the top 10 things that the most successful things do. Number one, and this kind of goes back to what wasn't working, but number one, you have to believe in yourself. You can do anything that you put your mind to. If you really, really want this to work, it will. This is an amazing opportunity, so don't let anyone belittle that or take that away from you. I remember, and I've told this story 100 times. If you guys have been on the team, you've probably heard it. I was so excited to sign up. My husband was behind me, and he supported me going for it for 6 months. And whatever that meant financially for us, he supported it. And I remember being so excited, and I called my mom up. And I said, Mom, I decided to become a Beachbody coach. And she kind of went, oh, okay, cool. And I said, well, aren't you excited? I'm so excited about this. And she said, you know what, Kel, I don't want you to be disappointed when this won't work. I just don't want you to be upset when this doesn't, take off like you want it to. And I remember walking away from that conversation, and I could have gone one of two ways. I could have listened to her and believed what she said and thought, she's right. This is never going to really take off. I shouldn't set my hopes up high. I should, I don't want to get my hopes down. I don't want to feel like a failure. So she's right. This will probably never go anywhere. But I took another road, and I took another way from that. And I thought, you know what, Mom? I'm going to prove you wrong. I am going to make this work. I am going to be able to tell you in a year that I'm a successful coach. And that one thing drove me more than anything else. And I'm super competitive though too. So when people tell me I can't do something, I'm going to prove them wrong. So don't let anybody take this away from you. Don't let someone else's doubt take your drive away from you. Another thing I started doing is I write down 10 goals every single week. And if you guys have never done this, I totally recommend you doing this. Write down 10 crazy goals that you would love in your business, in your personal life, whatever it is. And then figure out what you need to do to reach them. When I first signed up to coach, I started doing this. I read the book Push by Chalene Johnson. If you guys haven't read that, this is where she really talks about using those 10 goals to drive your business forward. And I wrote down my 10 goals, and I started writing them down every Friday morning when I was a new coach. And I used those goals to stay focused on what I wanted. And I used those goals every day when I was sitting down to work my business and thinking about what I wanted, where I wanted my business to go. Because if you don't know where this ship is going, if you're not directing the ship of your business, you're never going to get anywhere. You have to direct where you're driving. Where are you driving the ship to? Where are you going? You have to know first before your business is going to go there. So setting those 10 goals made a huge difference for me. Number 2, this is an obvious one. You have to be a product of the product. And you have to share your story. Just being a product of the product isn't enough. You guys are branding yourself. You are selling yourself. The reason that people are going to buy from you or join from you is because they like you. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't matter if you're selling cleaner or you're selling Beachbody products. If you're passionate about it and you're sharing why it's changed your life and changed your family's life and changed your confidence and changed your health, if you are sharing that, people are going to want to be a part of that. And that doesn't mean you have to have a six-pack. You don't have to look perfect. But if you're telling people to work out and be healthy, you better be showing them how you're working out and being healthy too. Number 3, work from a list. In the beginning, as a new coach, you always should be working from a list. One thing I always tell my new coaches to do is write down a list of 100 names who you think would be interested in your challenge groups or interested in becoming a coach. Then every single day, start building a relationship with those people. And I don't mean sending them cold messages and asking them to join your challenge group. I mean building a relationship with them, commenting on their pictures, sending them messages and asking them about their family, talking to them about their kids, being an active participant in their social media lives, building a relationship. Keep people engaged when you post on social media by writing them back and asking questions. The best way to be interesting is to be interested in other people. So ask people questions. Get a response back from them. If they comment on a picture or a post that you made, respond back to them and tag their name in the comment or in the response to them, because that triggers Facebook to that post is very popular and it needs to be showed in the newsfeed more. So by responding to people and building those relationships more on your post, you're actually helping your business get in front of more eyes. Number 4, increase your network and be on social media. No brainer. When we're building, okay. So as soon as I try to scan through everybody to find the person to mute them, and then by the time I do, it's already gone. So anyway, okay. Number 4, increase your network and be on social media. This is a no-brainer. But one thing I want you to think about if you're a new coach is you want to clean up your social media. So remember, this is your business front. So go back through all your profile pictures or go back through all your pictures that you've posted and maybe delete those pictures that don't represent who you are today. Maybe you posted a profile picture 6 years ago, and this is just an example, with a low-cut top, and maybe you're drinking and whatever. But maybe it doesn't represent the type of person that you want for your business. So go back through and clean that up. Make sure your profile picture is a headshot from like the shoulders up. Make sure you have good lighting. Make sure it's a good picture of you. That's going to represent yourself. Go through the last 10 posts on your social media and think honestly, and maybe ask another coach on the team to do this for you, which I've done before. Have them scan through the last 10 posts that you've posted on social media and answer this question: would you want to follow you? Or answer this question for yourself: would you want to follow you? So you want to be inspiring and you want to be positive, you want to be yourself, but you also want people to want to follow your journey. So I think it's always a great idea to do a social media audit of yourself and just see how you're doing. Really think about it. Like, how are your posts? Are they engaging? Are they interesting? Are people going to want to come back for more? One of my favorite sayings, and I don't know if you guys have ever read the book Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vee. But what that basically means, jab, 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 means give. So give, give, give. And then right hook means ask. So you're giving content. You're giving people information. You're, adding value to their everyday life, whether it be through motivation or encouraging people to work out or sharing what you're doing or sharing a healthy recipe. So you're give, and then you ask. That's when you're asking for them to join a challenge group or asking them to become a coach. But if you're not doing those gives before, nobody is going to go for the ask because they don't feel like they're connecting with you. They don't feel like they're getting anything from you. So some coaches I see, all they do is ask. Join my challenge group, become a coach with me, sign up with me, buy a challenge pack from me. All they're doing is asking, but you're never giving people value where they feel like they want to buy something from you. So think about that. Make sure you're adding 3 to 5 people on Facebook and Instagram every day and start connecting with them. I recommend, you guys, there's so many social media outlets out there. I recommend picking 2 and becoming experts at them and sticking with those consistently. Because if you guys are all over the place with so many social media, it's really hard to be good at anything. So focus on 2 and get very good at them. In that training I'm doing right now, I loved this. He talked about posting 4 times a day. One time you want it to be a motivational post. One time you want it to be a fitness or health post. And then the other 2 posts of your day you just want to be about your life. So for me, it would be about baseball, be about being a mom, be about, I don't know, whatever, just about me, my everyday life. And then the other 2 times would be like a motivational and then like a fitness post. I loved that because it kind of helps you stay focused on your post every day. You can think, okay, did I do my motivational post today? No, I didn't. Okay, did I do a fitness post? No. Okay, I did 2 lifestyle. Okay, I'm good there. So it just kind of keeps you on track with what you should be posting every day. And by posting consistently every day, people are going to start to get to know you. It's kind of like your real life story. People just kind of start to know about you and get excited to see what's going on in your life. And like I said, one of those posts should be like fitness. So remember on your personal pages, 80% fitness, 80% personal, 20% fitness. Just because you're a Beachbody coach now doesn't mean everything that you post on social media is going to be all about Beachbody. And another huge pet peeve of mine, you guys, please don't ever do this. Do not post stock pictures. And what I mean by stock pictures are like 21-day fix picture with Autumn Calabrese or a Shaun T picture with Insanity Max 30 or with Size. You guys get that crap off of your social media because it looks so salesy and nobody's going to buy from you when they see a picture of Shaun T. But when they see your before and after and you're constantly talking about how you love Size and how you love dancing and working out, or maybe some of you guys are doing Country Heat and you're posting pictures of you doing the workout and you're talking about the meal plan that it comes with and how you love the meal plan, and you're sharing videos of you doing the workout and talking about the results you've gotten in the first couple weeks. People want to buy from that. They don't want to buy from a picture that you got off the internet about Beachbody. Please don't do that. Okay, number 5, introduce the business opportunity. Sometimes it's really hard to do in the beginning to talk about coaching because you're a new coach yourself. But it becomes so much easier once you start running consistent challenge groups. I get my most amazing coaches from my challenge groups. So if you're hitting Success Club consistently, here you go, bud. Got it. If you're hitting Success Club consistently and you're running challenge groups every month, you will start finding 1 to 2 new coaches to add to your team every single month from those challenge groups. So when you're in the challenge group and you're talking, people are posting and it's coming toward the end of the challenge group, do not be afraid to message people and just ask them, have you ever considered becoming a coach? You don't have to give them this whole long dialogue of all the benefits of becoming a coach. Just ask them that question and don't be afraid to share this opportunity with people. This could be the one thing that someone is looking for in their life. And for me, I never would have signed up had my coach not asked me if I'd ever considered becoming a coach. I didn't realize it was something I could sign up for. I thought I would have to pass a fitness test or something. I figured it costs thousands of dollars to get started. People don't realize how easy it is to get signed up. They just don't. So you have to be the one that shares the opportunity with them. And don't be hesitant. Don't be scared to share this with people. Just ask them that question, especially if they're rocking your challenge groups and they're getting amazing results. Just ask them, have you ever thought about becoming a coach? Because chances are they have thought about it, but they're just scared to do it. I wouldn't mention this out of the blue. I wouldn't mention coaching out of the blue unless you've been reconnecting with them. And that's where it gets so important when you make that list of 100 people to constantly be reconnecting with them and building that relationship with them. Number 6, host monthly challenge groups. It's the best way to grow your business and the best way to make money on a regular basis. I normally start a challenge group at the beginning of the month, every month, normally the first Monday of the month. You want to start promoting your challenge group 2 to 3 weeks before the start date. This is another thing that I see a lot of coaches not do. They might promote it one time and then think nobody's interested, so I can't run a challenge group or I'm not going to hit Success Club. But if you start promoting this 2 to 3 weeks before the start date and you post about it 2 to 3 times a week, more eyes are going to get on it. You have to remember a couple things. One, just because you post it on social media doesn't mean every single one of your followers are going to see it. Facebook decides who's going to see your posts. And if they're not on social media that day, well, they're not going to see it ever. So you have to post about it more than one time, different times a day throughout the week. Like I said, 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 weeks before the start date, so that more people are seeing it. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, I need to see things a couple times before I'll commit. So maybe I would see someone's post about, let's say, just throwing it out there, like skincare. And they posted about the skincare, and I saw the post, and I thought about it, like, oh, okay, I wonder what that's about. And then I see them post about it a couple days ago or later. And I think, man, I really do want to try that. And then a couple days later, they post about it again. And finally, I'm like, okay, I'm messaging this girl because this is catching my attention and I really want to try it. Think about that when you're posting about your challenge group. Sometimes people need to hear about it a couple times. And when you are posting about your challenge group, try different angles when you're sharing about your challenge group. So don't always post the exact same thing. Try different ways to share about your challenge group. And let's say you only get a couple people interested. Why don't you team up with another coach and run the group together so that you have more people in it? You can always post on the Hard Hitters page if you want to run a group with someone. Chances are there's another coach that wants to start a challenge group on the same date. So don't let the fact that you only got 1 or 2 people commit stop you from running a challenge group. And if you ever need help with this, tag me in a post on the Hard Hitters page or reach out to me. I would love to help you. Number 7, track your business. So come up with a tracking system that works for you so that you can track the people that you are talking to on a regular basis. I use an Excel spreadsheet, but I know a lot of people are kind of more pen to paper. This is going to be invaluable to you in your business down the road. I constantly go back to my Excel spreadsheet and go back to people that told me not yet, maybe in a couple months, or maybe if they were interested in sides and now all of a sudden size is on sale, I go back to them and say, hey, size is on sale this month. Were you still interested in trying it? But if I had not written down their name, written down what our conversation was about, written down what workout they were interested in, if I hadn't written that down, I would have completely forgotten about it. So you guys need to have some sort of tracking system, because even if someone says no to you, no just means not yet. So you have to be able to follow up. And your messenger in Facebook is not a good tracking system. For those of you that know, you can't just scan through your messages on Facebook and feel like you're tracking the people you're talking to. You need to write this down somewhere so you have a follow-up system to go back. Number 8, listen to 2 webinars or calls a week. So you need to be immersed in Beachbody. So number 1 is a no-brainer. Listen to the National Wake Up Call every single Monday. It will keep you up to date with what's going on with Beachbody. And I swear those coaches on those calls are the reason why my business is so successful. Because I listened to that National Wake Up Call every single Monday that first probably 2 years of my business. And honestly, I've only missed a handful of them since I became a coach. Every single week, I get nuggets that I can plug back into my business. So the biggest thing is listening to the calls, picking out a nugget, and actually applying it to your business. And I promise those 20 minutes that you dedicate to listening to the coach on the National Wake Up Call is going to help your business move forward more than I can even emphasize. It helped me out so much. You can listen to our calls. We do calls twice a month. Lately, you guys have been getting so much information because we've been doing those Diamond of the Week calls as well. You guys are getting flooded with information from our diamonds, which has been so amazing. I love that you guys are hearing from some of the top coaches on our team. There is so much information that you guys can dive into. Another thing I used to do is I would get on YouTube and I would search top coaches' YouTube channels and just listen to some of their training videos. Lindsay Matway has great videos. Melanie Mitro has amazing videos. Jen Richardson has awesome videos. If you guys are looking for something, jump on their pages, scan through the videos, pick one that you think is going to help you in your business today, and listen to it. So listen to 2 webinars or calls a week. Number 9, follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up. You send a lot of private messages, and a lot of times people don't respond back to you. But think about you on your phone. How many times have you checked a message on Facebook and completely forgotten to write someone back? Not because you didn't want to, but because you honestly just forgot to write them back. So people are like that all the time. So don't be afraid to follow up. I follow up all the time with people. And a lot of times that's what helps me get Success Club points or gets a coach to sign up, because I was the one that followed up. There's lots of private message that we do behind the scenes. So you don't see a lot of the work that I'm doing or other coaches are doing that are making them so successful. And tracking and following up is a huge one. And number 10, apply what you learn. So from the National Wake Up Calls, or from calls like this, or from any personal development that you guys are doing, apply what you are learning. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. One of my favorite sayings is the saying, fail forward. You are going to fail in this business. It's just going to happen. I have failed hundreds and hundreds of times. People have said no to me hundreds of times. I have lost coaches. I have lost diamond coaches. I have had people say no to me. I've had people talk crap about me. You name it, that's happened to me. But I learn from my mistakes, and I don't let it hold me back. You will learn and you will get better every day if you are doing it. So you have to be asking people about coaching. You have to be talking to people about the products. You have to be posting on social media, and you have to learn every day and get better. I am still learning every day how to become a better coach, how to post better on social media, how to brand myself better, how to talk to people in messages better, how to connect with them. I'm constantly learning. Nobody is perfect. No coaches are ever beyond the point of learning. But I keep moving forward every day, and I keep learning every day, and I don't ever let any of the little setbacks hold me back. So those are kind of the top 10 things that I have as recommendations for you. And I hope that you guys can look at this list and just think of a few things that you can apply to your business, or think of something that you haven't done, or, just take a hard look at yourself and think, am I really going all in? Am I? Think about it. Any questions before I go on? Anything at all? I feel like that was a lot. I need a drink of water. You guys are good? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and go into the health bet real quick. What am I doing? Is that working? Okay. So let's talk about the health bet. Okay. You guys, this is huge. This is so amazing. Thanks, Rach. So the health bet is the coolest thing I think Beachbody has done since I've become a coach. So let me break it down for you guys if you don't really understand what it is. So Beachbody put $1 million into this pot. And for every challenge pack that's sold during the month of August, they're going to add an additional $5 to the pot, up to $3 million. So you're looking at between $1 million and $3 million in this big pot of money. And then what Beachbody is doing is they're basically betting their customers, including you guys as coaches, that you will get results if you stick with their programs and you drink Shakeology. So during the month of September, you can get all of your customers and you logged into a group on the Challenge Tracker app. So the Challenge Tracker app is the Beachbody Challenge Group app that you can download on your phone. You have to set your group up on the computer first. This is a question I get all of the time. I uploaded a video on the Hard Hitters page on how to set up a group if you haven't done it before. It is so easy. You have to get on your computer, you set up the group, you send invitations via email, which is nice. It's completely outside of Facebook. You send these invitations via email, and then your customers download the app, use their email to log in, and then they can get on your group. The other cool thing about the portal on the computer is you can pre-schedule your posts. So just like we do on Facebook, you can pre-schedule your challenge group posts ahead of time. So you get all these people in a group, you start a challenge group on the Challenge Tracker app, and then what your challengers are required to do is log 3 workouts a week, 3 Beachbody workouts a week, and 5 Shakeology posts a week. They have to do it with a picture. They can't just check in and say they did a workout. They have to post a picture. You know, you have to post proof. So if they do 3 workouts a week and 5 Shakeology posts a week for the 4 weeks of September, they will get a portion of the large pot. Hopefully it's $3 million. They will get a portion of that large pot of money. The amount of money that they will get is determined by how many people do this. Khalid, they didn't say if the workouts needed a picture, but I'm going to tell everybody to post a picture. They for sure said a picture of the shakes, but I'm going to tell everybody to post a picture of their workouts and their shakes, because let's be honest, I want to see their picture too. I don't really believe, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really believe people are like, oh, I did my workout today with no picture. Show me you in your workout gear with a sweat dripping down your forehead. I want to see you busted your butt. So if they do that for the 4 weeks, they're going to get a percentage of that large pot of money. They're estimating, and who knows, they're estimating 250,000 people are going to do this. So let's say the pot's $3 million. Divide that by 250,000. Yeah, let me do the math. Hold on, because let's see. Let's say they do $3 million, so that would be the most money. Divided by 250,000 people that do it. No, that's not right. Hold on. Divided by, why is it telling me 12? $12? Is that right? I feel like it should be more. I don't know if I'm doing that right.
12 is right.
Is that $12? So, if let's say less people do it, it could be $100. You just don't really know how much it's going to be. So that's kind of another avenue I've been taking with my customers. Is like, hey, you could win a lot of, some of your challenge pack price back. You don't know how much it's going to be. I just kind of love this. And it's such a cool way that we can approach our challenge groups. And another really cool thing is this is a great way to get your previous challengers back in a challenge group with you. You guys better believe I am reaching out to every single person that's ever done a challenge group with me and trying to get them to recommit. Because chances are, let's say someone did a challenge group with you a year ago and they have a workout, they probably don't have Shakeology anymore if they're not drinking their home direct. So you can encourage them to do this group with you and then say, well, hey, you have to be drinking Shakeology. Do you still have Shakeology? No. Okay, well, great. Why don't we get you a new workout program? Because it's like $10 more than the cost of Shakeology. Okay. And then you get them signed up. Normally what I do with customers that have purchased from me before is I try to get a new email address from them to guarantee that I'm going to get 2 more Success Club points. So this is a great way to get your old customers back on track in one of your challenge groups, drinking Shakeology again, committing to, you know, posting in the challenge group, whether they win $12 or they win $100, you know, I mean, it's just kind of a cool new way that you can get people back in your challenge groups. And, you know, be creative with how you talk about this. I saw a post. I'm going to share this. I was going to post in the Hard Hitters page too. This is what one of the top coaches posted. What do you need? Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll give it to you in just a second. See if you guys can see this. I'm going to post this. So this is Anita Myron, for those of you that don't know her. Sorry, you can see my light. You guys, this thing is so cool. So Kinsey James told me about this. It like hooks on your phone, or like right now I have it hooked on my computer because our lighting's awful here. It was like $20 on Amazon. It's the coolest thing ever. Okay, so this is Anita Myron. I don't know if you guys can see this. And so she posted a picture of her smiling, looking in her phone, and says, "Take the health bet." It's a great way to promote this. Here you go. Take it. Let me unlock it for you. Sorry, my son's awake. Hold on. You know how to get out of there? Okay, go. So think about interesting ways where you can post about this and kind of share, like, this is something that's going to be on your phone. This is something that's fun. It's a health bet. You know, it's just so cool and so outside the box and such an amazing idea that Beachbody's doing. And I love that they're basically like putting their money where their mouth is. You do this, we know you're going to get results, and we're going to pay you for doing it. Like, really, that's so cool. And another thing I've been telling people is, remember, what's it called? Oh, the circle thing, Clee. It's called, I could send you the link. Wrap by Cool. Is that what it says? Sorry, the light's so bright. Wrap by Cool. It was like, yeah, $20 on Amazon. Okay, I'll post the link. You guys, it's the coolest thing ever. Especially with all of the Facebook Live that you guys are trying to do, or we're trying to take pictures, and a lot of time the lighting stinks. You can just throw this thing on your phone and take a picture, and you guys have like amazing lighting. I mean, like, look at this lighting, you guys. Amazing. I forget where I was at. Oh, the other cool thing I've been telling people is, hey, try this out. Commit to doing it for 30 days. Beachbody is making a bet that you're going to see, oh, thanks, Jen, that you're going to see results, and they're going to pay you for it. And then in 30 days, if you don't see results, you can send your challenge pack back. I mean, basically Beachbody is betting you're going to see results. So it's just another way to talk about this challenge packs, another way to put it. So if you guys have not started posting about this, get your butts posting about it. It's Thursday night. For most of you guys, you're on the West Coast. It's 7:45 at night. This is a perfect time to post. So if you guys have not started talking about the health bet, I challenge you guys to post about it tonight. Think about a way to do it. I posted something the other day, totally on a whim, but I was like, I'm curious. This is how I put it. I'm curious. Would you guys, like, what did I even say? Would you, if Beachbody paid you to work out 3 times a week and drink Shakeology 5 times a week, would you do it? Basically, Beachbody's putting their money where their mouth is. Comment below if you're interested. You guys, I got like 40 people saying they wanted to do it, but between comments and people messaging me. Super, super easy, and it's a no-brainer. So if you guys have not posted about this yet, you guys can go on my page, copy it to get ideas. You can, use that idea from Anita Myron, have someone take a picture of you smiling, looking at your phone, want to take the health bet, do something creative like that. But make sure you're starting to promote it. What'd she say? Is there a good time of day to post about it? I did one at 5 yesterday and got no hits. Okay, for me, 5 o'clock is like the worst time to post, because you think about it, people are getting off work, they're driving home, they're getting home to their kids, they're making dinner, they're busy. So for me, and again, everybody's market's different. So for me, my market's stay-at-home moms. So I normally try to post in the morning between like around 7 a.m. because I'm figuring they're waking up. Maybe they're checking their phone when they're laying in bed. They're checking their phone when their kids are watching cartoons, you know, something like that. Then I like to post again at lunchtime because then again, that's going to hit my working market, people that are on their lunch break. And then again, the moms whose kids are just going down for a nap. And then I like to post again between 7 and 9 o'clock. So for me, my market, they've probably put their kids to bed. They're chilling on the couch, watching TV, playing on their phone, checking social media. So for me, those seem to be the best times a day. But play with it. Post at different times a day and see what response you get. For those of you guys that have fitness pages or like pages on Facebook, you can actually click on your insights button on your like page, and it tells you who's looking at your page, their age group, what days are most popular, what times are most popular. So that's a great way to kind of figure out when your market's online. So yeah, that's kind of been the best for me. So right now would be perfect. If you guys are on the East Coast, it might be a little late because it is like 10:45. Any other questions about that? Has anyone had a good response about the health bet yet? No, not yet. How many of you guys have started promoting it? Awesome. Like half of you, that's awesome. That's great. Well, good. We'll keep posting about it. Like I said, post 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 weeks before the start date for your group. So I'm going to be posting about this a lot in the next, you okay, buddy? In the next couple weeks. And then another reminder, and I'm going to post about this in the Hard Hitters page, a reminder on Monday, we're doing a live glimpse into coaching. So we're basically creating a group on Facebook, and 12 coaches, diamond coaches on the team, are all going to jump in this group live throughout the day and share a myth about coaching. So a myth, it takes a ton of time, that you have to have the perfect body, you have to be a health fitness professional. What else? I'm trying to think. It costs a lot of money to get started. You have to stock product. You have to do at-home parties. All those things that people think about when they're trying to sign up with a network marketing company. So we're going to kind of hit all those things. It's going to be a live group on Monday. So I've had a lot of people kind of ask, you're trying to promote this health bet, you're trying to promote your challenge group, and then you have this glimpse into coaching. Like, how do you balance posting all of that on social media without overwhelming people? So my answer to that is, for me, I'm posting about the health bet, and I'm also sharing how coaching has been changing my life. At the same point, I feel like you guys always need to be breadcrumbing how coaching is changing your life, whether it's a tank of gas, whether it's how you look, whether it's confidence in yourself, whatever it is that coaching is doing for you, you need to be sharing that. Then for me, I'm private messaging people that I think might be interested in coaching, or people that have been in a challenge group with me before, and I'm inviting them to join that group on Monday. I will do one last post about it on Sunday night to try to get some people interested. But for the most part, I'm not blaring about this glimpse group all over my social media right now. My focus is breadcrumbing coaching, talking about the health bet, and private messaging people that I think would be interested in coaching. So just a tip, because I've had a couple people ask me how to kind of balance everything that's going on. So any questions or anything else I can help you guys out with? You guys are so quiet tonight. Must be the full moon or something. All right, guys. Well, thank you again for jumping on, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye, guys.